Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Today, I have got a pretty sweet bunkhouse Class C motorhome for you. It's the 2022 3250 LE. And like I said, this is a bunk model, so it sleeps a ton of people. You know, I would say 8 pretty darn comfortably with the ability to fit in a couple extras, you know, if you need to, if you got some smaller kids. But today, I figure I'm going to take you on probably about 15 to 20 minutes on this bad boy, show you some things that I think are pretty cool. And if you guys enjoy this video, you know, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, drop a comment. It greatly helps me. And if you guys are looking for the specifications, things like length, weight, you know, all that good stuff, you'll find that down in the description. So definitely check that out. My contact information will be there as well. You know, as a salesperson here at RV Nation, if you guys are in the market, I would love to hear from you. But again, it's the 2022 Sunseeker 3250 LE. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Let me go ahead and back up, give you a nice little full view here of this front area. Step up on this ledge. But right when I walk in, what I like, you know, the most is you have this slide. A lot of Class C's, you know, can feel kind of cramped here right down the middle. As you can see, this has plenty of walking space. You know, you can freely go from front to back without bumping shoulders or, you know, hitting your knees on anything. So I do enjoy that aspect. And again, that comes back to this really nice size slide. You know, it's pretty deep. It looks like it's about, give it almost about 2 feet, I'd say. It's also pretty tall, which allows you to put some overhead cabinets, you know, which is pretty clutch in a camper. All of which are going to be, you know, that size. Gives you a feel for kind of what you're getting in for storage. You'll also see on the Sunseekers, they go ahead and go the extra mile, put in the actual hinges, you know, something a little bit more similar to that of your house. And also, if you notice this, these are all soft close, which comes in very handy. You're not smashing little fingers, not banging and clanging in the middle of the night. You know, so that's pretty nice. All right, so as far as sleeping space goes, just right up here, you got your sofa. This is going to be a jackknife sofa, so you can pull that out and lay it down. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you that. So you put your hand right here. You just lift up and pull down. Right there, bada bing, bada boom. You can sleep, you know, 1 to 2, depending on how you want to do it and how large they are. To get it back up, you simply just lift up. And I like to put my hip right there if I'm doing it one-handed. And then lift right there, you know, and you're good to go. Another thing that this slide gives you with the slide height is this nice size window, which, as you can see, opens, gives you a nice cross breeze. It also has, you know, the night shades, you know, which are pretty nice. Get your Dracula on, close out the light, block out nosy neighbors, you know, all that good stuff. And again, all that floor space here in the middle. And I'm a pretty big dude. I mean, you know, I'm 300 pounds, so I'm not a tiny guy. So that having that middle aisle, you know, is pretty darn helpful. So right here, you got the dinette. This is where you'll be, you know, having some dinner, playing some cards, enjoying those rainy days, you know, or that downtime inside the camper. They snuck in a couple outlets right there, which is always nice to plug in a laptop. This, you can lift that up and pull it out, drop it down to sit on these ledges to give you some additional sleeping space. You also see that you have the seat belt right there, so that way you can sit down while you're driving. You also have storage underneath both sides, and you'll see how that's on the actual rollers, more like an actual drawer, you know, which is nice. Some brands will actually put in this wood box and just kind of lay it there, or just have a flap to basically an open void to put your stuff. So that's nice. And when I was talking about those, the soft close there, they also at the very least, you know that they care about their product because they did put it right here as well. So if you see that, you can literally not slam it shut, you know, unless you super try. Told you about the seat belts before. There's also 2 right here. So while you're driving, you know, 2 safe places, you know, to seat all the people that are going to be in here. Might as well go ahead and keep up with the sleeping space theme while we're on it. Class C, so it does have the overhead. There is an option to put the trucker cap right here, or they call it Trekker, I believe, T-R-E-K-K-E-R. But you can make it kind of an entertainment. So if you don't need the sleeping, it blocks all this off, puts a TV with some storage and some speakers, you know, things like that. That's pretty slick. But anyway, you can pull this forward. Let's see here. So you pull that forward, you drop that in, you got some sleeping right there. You can easily fit two. This right here, I believe, has, I think it's a 250 pound limit, 200 pound limit, something like that. You also see these little hooks right there. That is for the ladder that is placed right there. So that way you can hook it up, let some kids, you know, jump up and in. Obviously that's a little bit high to just do the leap-a-rooney. Over here and behind the TV, there will also be a couple windows. So that TV is on a swivel. So while you're laying down over here, you know, where you'd be putting down your pillow, your kids can catch a movie, catch a flick, you know, kind of get out of your hair a little bit and enjoy some of that night. Also with kids, storage and charging ports are important. So you got a little cup right there where you can put your phones. Then you're going to see, if the light allows, 2 USBs. On the other side, there's 2 USBs as well. You know, so you got some, all the charging stations that you'd really need for their devices. Boom. That's the TV. So that way while you're eating or sitting on this couch, you know, that comes out on the swivel. You're good to go. You can also angle it, you know, like this and like that. Like this and like that. The front area, I won't get too much into this. You know, pretty much of a basic, you know, truck right here. You know, you're hot and cold, all that stuff. Don't need to teach you on that. You know, most people know what's going on. But one thing I do like about this is there is a rear observation camera, which you can see from that screen. So that actually is pretty handy. But other than that, you probably get the basics of what's happening here. Above the dinette, see you got your window with another cross breeze and that nightshade. But you got some more storage. This is what you're looking at with that. Right here, you got a couple outlets, a place where you can hook up your cable, your satellite, all of that. More storage. Then you got a little bit more storage here above the doorway. This right here is going to be your cooking center, you know, your kitchen. So I like the way that this is set up. One, you have the convection oven, you know, so that kind of just opens things up for an oven right there. Makes life a little bit easier on the road. But you also have your 3 stovetop burner, which I like. When you're cooking for kids, having the 3 burners, you know, is going to come in really handy. You have a little bit of storage here beneath. Right over here, you got a couple outlets, which you can see. A couple drawers. Some storage up here underneath with some access to your plumbing. You know, so that's always handy. Stainless steel undermounted bowl. And a high-rise faucet. You know, with that little action where you can do that. You got the Connex cell phone charger. So what's nice about that is you drop it right there. Your device is charging, you know, if your phone allows for that feature. Your ducting, all of this, if you want to kind of force it whichever way you want, all those do rotate, so that's pretty handy. You also got yourself a little window. Your Magic Chef 12-volt refrigerator. What I like about the 12-volt they put in here is you don't have to rely on that gas and electric, which one, if it's a hot day with the sun beating down on it, doesn't quite work as well. But these are just much, much more efficient, and they're a heck of a lot safer. So it'll run off your battery, your truck, you know, the electricity. They are still pretty versatile, even though you do not get the use of the propane. One thing I did not show you when I was walking in is right down here, you got your leveling system. As you can see, auto level, one click of a button, you're all leveled up there. Extend and retract for the awning. These are going to show you, you know, kind of your battery levels, your charging, you know, the sun's out, all that good stuff. You also have your battery disconnect, a little grab entry bar, which is pretty darn sturdy. And these little octopus guys to hang up your jackets. And then your slide out control. Driver rear side light, kitchen lights, you know, generator, stop, start, and prime, all that kind of good stuff. Right over here, you got yourself another little TV, conveniently located right across the bunks. I got this one in the couch mode, which will also pull out, you know, like the jackknife again, laying down for a little bit extra sleeping space. And then you have another bunk, which is strapped in right here. See if I can get this. Pull that down and you're sleeping, you know, some additional people. I also like how they included this little mesh net, so that way you can put, you know, all your cell phones in there without worrying about it. Little clicker light right there. But since we're showing this camper tomorrow, let me go ahead and put that back up. Little privacy curtain if you need it. And then one for the top bunk as well. So pretty handy what they did. This is going to be your control for your heat. You know, it's we all got those in our house. We know what those are. Don't need to get into that. Slide out and in. That is going to be for the closet slide right here. So again, it allows this to be a walk around bed. So just adding this smaller slide right here is extremely helpful. Bathroom, plenty of space to shower. You got a little tub right there if you got some little ones. You also have some natural lighting up here above. Access to plumbing and a little bit of storage. Little pull-out drawer right there. You also have some outlets. Got yourself a sink, some countertops. If you guys haven't met me before, hello, my name is Hunter. Little fan right there to get that air circulating. And that brings us back to the bedroom. Okay, so underneath, got yourself a little bit of storage right there. Cabinets, you know, all the way up and around with plenty of spaces to put all of your belongings. Emergency exit in the case that you need to. You just lift, and pop. Jumping out there, no problem. Again, these windows all come with the night shades. Another vent for some air circulation. And on either side, you're also going to see, you know, it's got the shelving. So if you got, you know, anything going on, books, CPAP machines, whatever it is that you need. And this is going to be your dresser closet combo. So this is kind of a quick little simple view, but you can see kind of what's going on. You got a couple of those. You got some smaller ones right there. All this kind of space down the middle, which you could put a TV. That right there is like a little tube with your cable to, you know, plug it in through some outlets if you need. Little 12 volt like cigarette lighter, so you can put in a 12 volt TV. Whoa. Get my camera back going. Got a little crazy on us for a second, but we're back to working. You also notice it's got some hanging areas right there as well. But I think, come on camera. I think that about wraps it up here for the inside portion of this. Now I'm just going to take a couple moments here on the outside, show you off some of that storage. And again, if this has helped you out in any way, if you guys could hit that like and subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. This is the 2022 Sunseeker 3250 LE. But yeah. You got this big old awning right here. You also have outdoor speakers right there and right there. There are some LED lights, which I do not have turned on here at the moment. But, you know, you can get your light going on there. Storage sections all over this thing. This customer also opted to put on the slide topper, you know, which is a really nice thing to have, so that way you don't have to clean off the tops of your slides every time you roll those in and out. It just makes life a little bit easier, keeps that debris off from busting that seal on you. Pass-through storage back here. You got a hitch receiver and a 7-way plug. And right up here, what I was talking about in that rear view mirror, that is going to be the observation camera I was telling you about, so that way you can see everything behind you, while you're driving. There's going to be your plug-in, and that's for your TV. Your docking station, so you got your different valves, city water connection, black tank flush, all that good place. This is where you're going to fill it up with your fuel. But not too much to go over here on the outside. But yeah, I think this about wraps up the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. This was the 2022 Sunseeker 3250 LE. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. See ya.